Iowa. My mission as your congressman is to fight on your behalf. This week, I spent time visiting with Iowans throughout our communities, and I continued my all-district 21-county tour, visiting every county in the district, beginning right here in Southwestern Iowa. Along the way, I hosted community discussions to address the growing opioid crisis in rural Iowa while visiting with law enforcement in Atlantic. In Bedford, I hosted another stop on my Farm Bill listening tour, and finally, I visited with folks at the Head Start classrooms right here in Red Oak. So let's get into it. First, communities across the country continue to struggle with how to deal with the opioid epidemic. Too many Iowans know a family member or a friend who is dealing with an addiction, particularly to opioids. That's why I hosted a conversation on the opioid epidemic, where we heard from families that had lost loved ones to these illicit drugs, members of our law enforcement who are fighting it in our communities, and the healthcare professionals who support addiction recovery. Dangerous opioids, including fentanyl, are pouring over our southern border into our communities, and there's no doubt that the solution to the crisis starts with securing our border and standing up to China. At the same time, we can save lives with common sense solutions right here in Iowa, like with my Communities Recovery Reauthorization Act that passed the House of Representatives. This provides support for those battling an addiction to opioids, including fentanyl. We had conversations like those in Atlantic to provide communities with real tools to combat this crisis. Friends, I'll keep fighting to end the opioid epidemic. Even one life lost to opioids is a life too many. Second, I continued my Farm Bill listening tour in Bedford, hearing directly from farmers and producers. Feeding and fueling the world is done because of the hands, hearts, and hard work of Iowa's farmers and our farming communities. As we craft this critical legislation, Iowa's farmers, their priorities are top on my listening list. Each of these listening sessions are critical as I continue to learn and lead to be able to fight for common sense solutions in the next Farm Bill. Finally, I also made a stop in Montgomery County at the West Central Community Action Office and the food pantry in Red Oak. During my visit, I met with students in the Head Start program and even got to spend time speaking and learning with them. Head Start is critical to improving child development by providing kids in need with a little extra help before they start their career beginning in kindergarten. Iowa, I'm honored by the opportunity to serve you. If you have a concern, want to share your thought, or need assistance with a passport, Medicare, veterans benefits, or anything else at the federal level, please reach out to me and my team. It is a privilege to get to serve you. We'll see you around places like Page County.